Hi, just waiting for everyone to get on. And if there's any issues, please do text me or do tell me that about sound levels and things like that. Okay? Yeah. All right. Otherwise, we'll just wait a few more seconds and then we will begin. Appreciate all old timers to this class to start to contact everyone else in the class to get in, and so that we can be live and we can go off. It's exactly 9 p.m. now, so I'm gonna start. Okay, all right. Welcome everyone. Welcome to lesson three of uh, the social media school. I'm Jeff, and I want to tell you that if you are a bit lost, don't worry about it because I was like that. I was the first intake of student when SMS first began, and that's how I learned. Okay, I've been in this business, the new skin business, for about 3 years, and I knew nothing about Facebook, honestly, and until I started to work on uh, a social media school, and that's how I began to learn more about what we wanted to do and how we could do it. Now, as you know, today the lesson is on AP24 toothpaste post. Now you may be wondering like, oh man, why is a toothpaste such a big deal, for a post? Well, it's a lot more than that. It's really about can how can we run business using the internet, right? Okay, so and that's what it's really about. Okay, how can we run business on the internet? So without further ado, let me begin on the first slide. Okay, so um, this, as you know, is the first social selling post, right? And you know, one of the things that you're going to learn in this lesson is you're going to learn about four sources of income with new skin, okay, in the new skin business. Yeah, and then also, you will also learn about two parts to build a network. Because as you know, we are a network marketing business. And so how can we build a network? Well, there will be two parts, and I'm going to cover it tonight. All right. Okay, and of course, as you do this, you're gonna have some great teeth. Let me tell you, I'm very picky about my toothpaste because I didn't have the best teeth in the world. Um, but when I started using AP24, I just found that it was such a good toothpaste. That's what I use, and my dentist has given me a good report and a clean bill of health. Okay, okay. So all about social selling is really A, make money, B, build an asset, which of course is our network, right? And then C, how do we build it globally, So we don't have to worry that about Singapore's economy or the economy in Southeast Asia, but because we are getting business from around the world. And the last one is that we can work from anywhere. In case you're wondering, let me just show you. This is my office, my home office, and that's I'm working from here tonight, right? Okay, so we can do this now. Why is it important? Because as you know, this has been in the news lately, right? So they call it WFH. I found out that there's a new buzzword on the internet, and that's WFH, work from home. Well, we have WFA, work from anywhere, right? And everyone wants to have the freedom to do this. Guess what? Congratulations that you are in social media school tonight because we have this amazing ability to learn this. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah. Okay. Now, okay. So, what is it about this about working online? Well, it's not just a trend. It's going to grow, and it's going to be really, really big. Okay, even those of you who are working in an office, I'm sure in the last 2 weeks, you guys have started to stagger the movement. Well, it's likely that this is going to continue because people are demanding it, right? People are demanding it. They don't want to have to do the commute. They don't want to have to go through rush hour. They want to be able to work through it. And guess what? Your new skin business is perfectly suited for this. Perfectly suited. Why? Because of course, New Skin is made to go online. If you've gone into newskin.com, you find that it's so convenient, right? It's just so convenient. So it's perfect for making money online. Later, like, as I said, you will learn about four sources of income, and one of the sources is and these come from online sales. Okay, and the other reason why New Skin is uniquely the new skin business is uniquely suited for online is that new skin is in 54 countries. And guess what? You you can get business in all 54 countries. All right, you can build it, and so we're not limited by geography at all. But how are we going to connect with all these countries? How are we going to connect with your downline in the US or in Australia? It has to be via internet, and that's why our knowledge of social media is going to be so important. Correct? All right. So, your first social selling post. Let me tell you about it, okay? Um, why is it AP24, right? I mean, like we could sell so many things, okay? But why is the first one that we want to teach you about AP24? Well, AP24 is an excellent toothpaste. Truly, 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 it is. Okay, it is whitening without bleaching, so it doesn't damage your enamel, and then it has a very low abrasivity, so that it doesn't again damage your teeth. Okay, and the best part is that it's got this special molecule that coats your tooth so that plaque cannot build up, you know, and it's really excellent. So the other reason why this is our first post is because everyone uses toothpaste. If you don't, please tell me. I'll give you a I give you one for free. You really must. Okay. Now the next thing is that it is a social media friendly product with a social media friendly price. What is a social media friendly product? It's one where people read about it and say, "Oh, okay, I'll get it." Right? I mean, if I tell you it's a Ferrari, then well, you're not about to order it online, correct? But it's toothpaste, so fine. All right. And then the other thing is that the market is amazing. Okay, the market is huge, right? You can see here the size of the market, and this is only of the teeth whitening market. Just toothpaste market's even bigger. Okay. Now, one of the things I want to tell you about this post is that it's really about being a product of the product, i.e., I don't think you can do this post if you don't use the toothpaste. All right. And then, of course, it is based on the power of recommendation. Okay, so what is the cycle like? Okay, I want to show you what the cycle is like, how it's going to happen. You can see it's 3 stages here, so that's quite easy. The first thing is that it's about post, right? You see there, post. Okay, and there are 3 posts to be made in this cycle. All right, the wow post, the last call post, the OMG post, and then uh there is a fourth post that can go out, and this is the referral post. But generally, this will be made by other people for you. Okay, so we actually put out 3. So after we post, we will make money. Okay, and how does this money happen? This is about the 4 sources of income that I told you about. I'm sure you've heard about the sharing bonus, which is paid daily, right? And then of course we have a building bonus if you if you want to be a business builder. And then as you begin to build teams and you build other leaders, then you get a leadership bonus. But one of the things that we seldom hear about is the retail profit. And what is the retail profit? Well, if you look into the price list that is available at the showcase, you will find that there's always a retail price and then there's a member's price or a wholesale price. Okay. The key to this is to buy it at the member price because you're the member, and then sell it to people who are not members at the retail price. Okay. And so you make a retail profit on each item that you sell. Now, of course, this whole cycle does not complete until we want to build a network, right? That's what we want to do. We want to build our network. So what happens with this? Okay, we get new members or distributors, and then we encourage other people to join us in social selling. You realize this is another class again, right? We talk about a sharing bonus, sometimes we talk about building bonus, but guess what? We can on online we can get people to join us to be social sellers, which is what we're doing using this post. Okay, and so there are so many routes, right? There are four sources of income, and like I said, there are two routes to build your network if you work on social media. Okay, so let's get on with the process. You've heard a little bit about what I said just now, but I'm going to drill down a bit more and a bit more. Okay, so how do we do it? First, take a photo of your smile, okay, to show your teeth. All right, and then use AP24 toothpaste twice daily for 2 weeks, right? And at the end of 2 weeks, take a photo of your smile again under the same lighting conditions so that any improvement or changes will be because of the toothpaste. Okay, it will not be because of some camera trick. Okay, now then we will put on that first post. Remember, I told you that was the wow post, and that wow post is will have your before and after. Then after that is followed by that last call post, and then after that we just collect orders. We get orders, we collect money, we order the product, and then we ship the product out. Okay, to send it to everyone who ordered it, and then we put on this OMG post. All right, now, but the process this process does not end here. Why? Because of course we still have it's not just about selling, it's about building our network. So we want to build belief in the customer. We want to increase sales because other customers will now sell something. And then from that, we can build a team. Hope this makes sense so far, right? Okay, give me some whatever you call these things, thumbs up and other stuff to encourage me. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So this is the process, and so going down into the strategy. So I've talked a little bit about the process, and we're going to go into the details, okay, in a while. But what is the strategy that that is involved? Well, the first part of the strategy is to post um, post your recommendation on your timeline and to set it to public. Now, this might make you feel a little uncomfortable. If so, please go to lesson 1 and lesson 2 of the that was given by James and Hui Swan, all right? Because they will give you all the reasons why we do this, all right? Now, then there are three things that we really want to do with the post. Okay. Now I know some of you might be a bit uncomfortable with wow, I put it on public, or hey, I'm not sure that I'm ready to go out there with this with this thing, it's so embarrassing. Or oh, I don't think my company would agree with it. Hey, 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 relax. Listen to these three parts, okay? Our purpose of the post is to create curiosity. Then it is to start a conversation so that people who read the post, their curiosity is piqued. They start to ask you, hey, tell me more. Okay. And even if they don't buy, it is a connection, right? Now, the third thing then is to say, hey, want to join me? Okay. There is a call to action, right? Now, for those of you who are worried, look at this part. We actually emphasize, do not mention the brand. Do not mention the name of the product. Okay, do not put a photo of the toothpaste so that it can be identified. Do not disclose the price. Okay, we just never do this because if you look at point number one at the top, this this post is put on your timeline and it's set to public. So of course we want to build our brand, right? We don't want to be cheap or crass, so all everything will be done with a taste, all right, and with panache. Okay, so these are the three most important points that you got to take from this slide, and I'm going to carry on. All right, we're halfway through the lesson already, by the way. Okay, so this first post, the wow post, if you look on the right, that's actually a post that I put up. Okay, and it says, I love my toothpaste. It's scientifically proven. It whitens without damage. I'm ordering it. PM me if you want to order with me. Okay, so what is it about? Well, it's like, hey, look at my teeth. They've become so white. I'm ordering it. Join me. Okay, and then it's again, as I said, it's posted to the timeline and set to public. One of the important things is be authentic. I must admit to you, though you might think that the teeth down there are ugly, those are actually my teeth. Okay, the best time to put this post would be about lunchtime or after work, because that's when people tend to go into Facebook more, right? Okay. And one thing to remember is try not to put other posts, you know, on this once this post has gone up. Why? Because you don't want to bury it in you don't want to bury this post with other posts. Okay. So if you're worried, uh, so this is a sample of other people who have posted, right? You know, you can see here on the left, this person writes, I found a whitening toothpaste that I absolutely cannot get enough of. And then the one on that was on the left, and the one on the right is my experience with teeth whitening has always been painful. Now, so write what is true for you. Okay, it's about being authentic. But if you're concerned about, wow, I'm not really sure what to do, well, the wonderful thing is that we have this resource. Okay, and this resource is by this group, the biggest group I think of Facebook of new skin distributors, called One Team Global. So do write down this URL that you see here. Okay, go get a pen, write it down. Okay, but this is what it's going to look like when you go in, and you will find that there is a password, but well, quite easy. The password is the current month. So for us, it would be February. Don't put in April. All right. Okay. Inside this resource, you will find that there are even photographs of teeth. Yeah. So, if you don't want to use your own teeth, it's okay. Just don't claim in your post, these are my teeth. Look at how white it has become. Okay. Uh, be authentic, right? I mean, if you don't claim that they're your teeth, then it's fine to use that photo. And of course, this resource also has things like training videos. It even has before and after photographs. It's got FAQs, all right? So it's got everything you might need. Yeah, so if you haven't written down this, please write down this URL. It's going to be kind of important. Of course, come to think of it, you can always come back into this lesson anytime you want to review, and it will be here again. Okay? So now you've put in your wow post, right? And then people start to respond and come up with comments. Sometimes the comments are like, "Hey, I don't believe this," or sometimes the comments are, "Oh, tell me more." Okay, so how would we respond to comments? Remember that the purpose of all of this is not to tell people, it is to create curiosity, to start a conversation, and then, right, to build trust, right? Okay, so that's what this is about. Okay, and again, I want to reiterate that we don't give out all that information. So when people start to post and you reply when people start to comment and you reply the comments, okay, you won't, if someone says, "Hey, how much is it?" You don't put in a reply in the comment and say, "It is so much." Okay, you just say, "I have PM'd you." Okay, just like what you can see here on the right? People just say, "Hey, PM, I PM'd you, I PM'd you." So in this way, it continues to keep it very you're building into the process. Okay. All right. But of course, when you PM, there may be questions, right? So people may ask things like, "What toothpaste is this?" Now, this is on a personal message, right? Then you can go and tell them this, okay? What is the price? Actually, a price is $13 and postage is $2, okay? And why is it 13? If you've looked at our list, you will find that the price for this toothpaste is $9, but $13 is the retail price. So we would sell it at retail. Okay. Now, then if the person says, "Okay, I'll take 2 tubes," then remember we said we gather the orders, collect money, right? Then we put in the order. So we'll say, "Okay, please transfer me so much money via PayNow or internet," so that and I show you the breakdown how it works. Okay. Now, of course, they may ask you more questions, some specific questions like, "What is that molecule you said that coats the teeth?" Okay, and you're lost, right? Just remember you have many resources. The first one is the PIP, which is the product information page. Secondly, you have your upline, okay? And then, of course, you have your team, you have corporate, and you have that OTG website, okay? So this, by the way, is what the PIP looks like. All right, so now you've done that wow post, right? And so you're ready for the second post. Okay, now I gotta tell you, usually in my experience, uh, get maybe one order, maybe zero orders when the wow post goes out. Okay, that's fine. All right, I will still put in a last call post. And this is usually 24 hours to 48 hours after that first post goes out. Okay. And of course, it says, "Hey, last call to order." Okay. PM me if you want to order. Okay. The same method as before. PM me. And then, of course, the best time to post this will be lunchtime or after office hours, right? Okay, when people tend to read this. And then, of course, again, try not to put other posts, that will cause this post to be buried. Now, this is the nice part. Get orders, collect money, buy, and ship. Okay, so this is a photo actually of the very first time that I did this. I did this process. You can see I sold about maybe 2 boxes of this. Okay, and I was really over the moon. It really is such a amazing thing. Okay, and then, of course, after that happens, you put in the OMG post, right? So you can see this the photo that I took of all the toothpaste that I posted out. Okay. Now, this post goes out as soon as the order is placed. So it's quite soon, right? And then I'll say something like, hey, I posted up my teeth and I had so much interest that I made enough money to pay for this month's petrol bill. Okay, now why are we doing this? Because, of course, this is where we want to build the next step, which is to get more people interested in this. Now, one thing I must tell you, we never put on dollar amounts. We won't say, hey, oh, I'm so glad, I made $1,000. Um, people would people would think that you cheated them or something, so we never put in dollar amounts, but we might say something like, yeah, I managed to pay for the kids tuition this month, or I could pay for my car installment. So it gives people an idea, right, about why they might want to join you. Okay, and of course then we talk about interested to join me. Okay, now at this point, we are already well into the building phase of it, right? Okay, and of course, one of the things is that we want to get the customer excited about their result. All right. So I would ask the customer, just as I asked you just now, to do exactly what I asked you to do just now. Take a photo of your teeth before you begin using it. Use it for 2 weeks, and then a day and night, and then take a photograph again and see the difference for yourself. Okay. It really builds belief for your customer. Of course, if the customers start to text you back and say, "Oh, really, it's really pretty good," you the first thing I would do is that I would say, "Hey, would you put a referral post for me and just say this, and say thank you, Jeffrey Sang, for sharing." Why? Because in this way, that post will be linked to me. So anyone who answers that post, right? Anyone who's interested in what your friend posted can now get to you. Okay, and of course, help your customers get other products. And then, if they're interested, say, hey, you want some, make some money, you know? All right, and that's how it works. So this is about duplication. Okay, this is about duplication. I want to show you a duplication model. Okay, because we talk about this product and our products are wonderful, but our best product is our velocity plan. And as you know, we if I teach 5 people how to sell the toothpaste, and then they teach another 5 people, it just really moves on quite quickly. Okay, and of course, New Skin will pay to 6 levels, right? So if there are 20,000 resellers and somehow they're all kind of linked to me, right? All right, and they each sell 20 tubes of toothpaste. That's not a lot, but each of them will earn $100. Not bad, right? Okay, but that but the 20,000 but these toothpaste will be worth about $6 million worth of sales, and that commission, the 5% commission for that, will be $300,000. So it's really serious, and I gotta tell you, many have actually made their fortune this way. Okay, we actually have stories of people, it's not just a theory. Okay, therefore, I want to tell you, do your homework. All right, do your homework. Get this post out. Okay, you will see this lady. She was in one of the classes earlier, and she did that, and then she made some money, and she was so pleased about it. Okay, so get it done and start. Okay, And that's the end of my lesson tonight. Um, Next week, it will be about another aspect of selling. Now, these two aspects, what I have taught you tonight about posting on your timeline, is parallel to this other one, which will be next week, and that will be about the VIP shop, which is a closed group. Okay, so do uh, um, get your homework done so that you are ready. Thank you, and good night.